Welcome to a guided meditation for financial stress on Declutter the Mind. In this session, we'll focus on releasing the tension and anxiety that often comes with financial worries. Financial stress can create a really heavy burden, but mindfulness can help us observe these feelings, create distance from them, and bring a sense of calm and perspective. Only with a calm mind with perspective can we begin to work through our financial problems or solve some of these issues. And so let's begin by finding a comfortable seated position. Sit with your back straight but relaxed, with your hands resting on your lap. Take a deep breath here in through your nose. Allow your lungs to fill completely, holding for just a moment, and then slowly exhale through your mouth, releasing any tension you may be holding on to. And now let's gently close our eyes, allowing the body to breathe naturally, all on its own, and then bringing our attention to the body breathing, to the breath, just noticing the natural rhythm of each inhale and exhale as they pass. There's no need to change the breath in this moment. We're just observing it as it is. We're allowing the breath to be our anchor to ground us into the present moment, to ground our thoughts into the breath. And as we settle into this awareness of the breath, let's acknowledge that financial stress is a common experience, but it's also one of the worst forms of stress. It's a heavy burden. And so it's normal to feel anxious or feel uncertain about finances. And so take a moment to recognize these feelings without judgment, allowing yourself to simply observe them as they are. Notice any sensations in your body that might come up when you think about financial stress. Maybe it's a tightness in your chest, a heaviness in your shoulders, tension in your jaw. Just observe these sensations without trying to change them. And now let's take a few moments to breathe into these areas of tension. With each inhale, imagine sending calm and relaxation into these areas. And then with each exhale, allow the tension to soften, letting go of any tightness or discomfort. Breathe in calm and breathe out stress. And as you do this and watch the breath, if your mind begins to wander to specific worries or scenarios, acknowledge it and then gently bring it back to the breath. Remind yourself that you are here in this moment, simply observing without reacting. The thoughts may still arise, but you don't have to follow them. Allow them to come and go like clouds drifting through the sky. And now let's begin with a brief visualization here. Imagine that each financial worry you have is like a pebble in your hand. And so, one by one, in your mind, observe these pebbles. Each worry, each concern, each debt, each scenario. And we observe them without judgment. And so we see their weight, we see their shape. And then as you observe them, begin to let each pebble fall away, one by one, releasing it to the ground. And then with each release, feel the weight in your hand lighten. Symbolizing a gradual release of stress and worry. And as you continue to watch the breath, allow yourself to focus on the feeling of lightness in your body as you let go of these burdens. You don't need to solve every issue in this moment. Instead, focus on creating space in your mind for calm and perspective. And remind yourself that this practice isn't about denying your responsibilities. It's about giving yourself a break from the mental weight that they carry. And so let's take a moment to bring compassion to ourselves. Take your hand and place it over your heart if that feels comfortable. And then in your mind, remind yourself that you are doing the best you can with the resources and knowledge that you have. And so in your mind, repeat to yourself, I am capable of facing my challenges. Or I am more than my financial stress. Allow these words to serve as a gentle reminder that you have the strength and resilience to manage whatever comes your way. And if thoughts or anxieties arise, practice noticing them, labeling them as thoughts, and then allowing them to drift away. Continuing to return to your breath every time you find that the mind has wandered, allowing it to ground you in the present, to bring you back to a calm center each time. And now let's bring our attention to the body again. And starting with a scan through the body from head to toe, noticing any areas that might still feel tense or anxious. And then with each breath, allowing these areas to relax just a little more, feeling the calmness expand through your body, settling any remaining tension, helping you feel more grounded and steady. And as we reach the end of this practice, let's just take a moment to acknowledge any calm that you may have cultivated during this time. And then remind yourself that this calm is something you can return to whenever you need it. A tool to help you face challenges with a clear and balanced mind. You're more likely to make good decisions and solve problems in a more practical or efficient way with a calm and centered mind. When the stress becomes overwhelming, it can make us in a clouded mind and make it much harder to make good decisions. And so just remember that mindfulness is a tool that can help you face things like financial stress with clarity, patience, and resilience. And then when you are ready, gently open your eyes and notice how you feel. Thanks for sitting, and I'll see you next time. Thanks again for taking the time to practice. If you've enjoyed this practice, please be sure to like and subscribe. You can also join and become a member and receive access to courses and more. Head on over to declutterthemind.com for more and download our free iOS and Android app.